Alright, so I'm here to do a quick review on UFC102 Couture vs. Nogueira. It's a pretty good card, I think, overall. Had some good fights, some nice knockouts. In the first fight, Vera versus Krzysztof Szynski. Vera pretty much just dominated Szynski to get the unanimous decision. Vera looked good. I could see him competing at 205 for a championship, the way he looked. Szynski, he looked okay. He didn't stand much a chance. Vera pretty much did what he wanted and wound up getting the victory. Then we had a very quick fight. Nate Marquardt versus Demian Maia. 21 seconds in, Maia went to throw a punch. Marquardt caught him with the right, made him do a flip, knocked him out. Marquardt showed real good sportsmanship by he could have pummeled on Maia while he was on the ground, but instead he backed off. The ref stepped in, stopped the fight. Then Marquardt kind of called out Anderson Silva after the fight, who was in the crowd, and kind of welcomed the challenge. I believe after that we got a prelim card fight, which might have been one of the most impressive fights that they showed the whole night. It was Todd Duffy versus Tim Hague, and well, Todd Duffy came in 7 seconds in, rocked Tim Hague, and set a UFC record for quickest knockout. Kid looks pretty impressive. If he keeps this up, he could put himself up there in the Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin type of power punchers in the heavyweight one day. Chris Lieben versus Jake Rosholt. Rosholt, he looked pretty good. He looked a lot better than I thought, but I think a bigger reason for this was how bad Lieben looked. He came in, he looked excited to be in his hometown, had the crowd behind him, but he just looked slow and sluggish. He didn't look like he was in the best shape of his life. And Rosholt was able to get on top of him, mount him a couple times, some ground and pound, and then he had that arm triangle choke and put Lieben to sleep. Lieben had his little seizures at the end of the fight, which was a little weird, but still good. And I mean, Rosholt was better than I expected, but you could still see his boxing is very poor. He's going to have to improve on that to go along with his wrestling skills. Thiago, Silva, Keith Jardine. Just like I thought, Silva came in, overpowered Jardine, hit him with a right, dropped him, and then when Jardine was on the ground, he caught him with a left, which knocked Jardine out cold, and the ref stopped it. Jardine thought the ref might have stopped it a little early, but you could see on the replays Jardine was out cold after that punch, so it was kind of alright. Then the big fight of the night was actually a pretty good one. Randy Couture versus Rodrigo Minotauro, Antonio Nogueira, whatever you want to call him. But didn't go the way I wanted. I obviously wanted Randy Couture to win this one, but Nogueira looked really good, redeemed himself since the Frank Mir fight. Randy showed the warrior heart that he has, not tapping out on the anaconda choke that Nogueira had in. It was real deep, real tough one. He lasted in there for about a minute on it. I thought he was going to put him to sleep, but it was good. And then he had another great submission defense later in the fight, but I mean, like I said, I didn't think there was any chance Nogueira was going to be able to submit him because of Randy's defense, but his boxing was much better than I thought. Randy caught him with some punches, but Nogueira is much crisper. He knocked Randy down a couple times with his punches, almost finished him. So it was an easy decision. Pretty good card overall. My predictions weren't that great. I only got the Vera fight right and the Silva fight. Yeah, the other ones, I don't think many people were taking Rosholt, Marquardt. I went on a limb there. I like Maia. And the Randy was just I really wanted to win. I couldn't root against him, but pretty good card. I'm waiting for my boy Rich Franklin at 03, which should be another good card.